in on him now as they come down the start-finish straight. He has a little fade towards the inside. Gasly is under huge pressure on the final lap of the race. Sainz is right behind him. He gets on the power. His exit isn't that great from the first chicane. Really, this is his next and final opportunity, coming down into the Variante della Roggia, the second chicane on the circuit. He's closing in. He's closing in. It's not enough. Gasly is holding on. Can he keep the pressure though? Can he withstand this last half a lap? They're doing average lap speeds of 160 miles an hour. Gasly is going to have to fight for this one all the way if he wants to take his first Formula One victory.
The McLaren's quick in a straight line. He had a good closing speed on Gasly, but wasn't quite close enough. Now he's got the DRS once more down to Ascari, but Gasly's going to be clear here. Just no more mistakes for Gasly, and he's got this.
Gasly through the left, through the right, and then through the left again, out of the Ascari chicane. Just one more corner to come. The man who was promoted to Red Bull last year, then he was binned off halfway through the season. Red Bull didn't fancy him. They demoted him back down to the junior team. But now he turns through the Curva Parabolica, comes out onto the start-finish straight at Monza, and it's a historic win and a first win in Formula One for Pierre Gasly and the AlphaTauri team. Carlos Sainz finishes 0.4 of a second behind him. Third is Lance Stroll in the Racing Point. Fifth is Valtteri Bottas. Sixth is Daniel Ricciardo. Ocon finishes seventh, does he? Just ahead of Lewis Hamilton. No! Hamilton gets Ocon for seventh place, but the cheers and the cries and the screams of joy you can hear are from the AlphaTauri team, who for the first time in 12 years have won a Formula One Grand Prix. In the most turgid of Formula One seasons, we have been treated to an absolute classic. Gasly wins, Sainz second, Stroll third. Obviously Hamilton still leads the championship, but I don't care.
Holy moly, what a race that was. Pierre Gasly, what a guy.
Oh my God! What did you do?
What did you do?
You died! Oh my God! Oh my God, guys, we did it again! Oh my God, yes!
P1 Pierre, P1!
And full credit to the AlphaTauri team, because actually they got him there. He wasn't in that fight for best of the rest. You know, when we started this Grand Prix, the Mercedes were out front, they were going to disappear. We were excited for the battle for third. Well, once the Mercedes had their troubles, the battle for third becomes the battle for the win. Sainz was in the fight, Stroll was in the fight, Norris was in the fight. Gasly wasn't. A brilliant strategic move to pit just before the safety car was deployed. And then a classy, grown-up drive from the 24-year-old from Rouen has given Gasly this victory.
He can cope under pressure, and he had huge pressure on the final lap. Huge credit goes to Carlos Sainz for that drive as well. Second place. He would have been second without the chaos, but he managed it with the chaos. Here's his radio.
Oh, what a race, Carlos. P2. P2, I know you wanted the win, but you're P2, buddy. That's a really good result. You've been great all weekend. You've been great all weekend and made up for that red flag. Great work, mate.
Yeah, I don't know whether to laugh or to cry. So close, but yet so far. One more lap. I need one more lap.
He's gutted. The Spaniard is gutted, isn't he, as he returns to the pits.
When a race finishes and Carlos Sainz in a McLaren is gutted to finish second place, you know it's been a thriller. What a drive. I mean, Sainz really has done everything right this weekend. Qualified third, finished second. But who could have saw Pierre Gasly winning? The strategy call was genius, pitting right at the right time. It changed the race, and it really worked for Gasly. He had to get a good restart. He passed Lance Stroll at the restart. Then Hamilton took his penalty, and he controlled the race like a man belying his young years.
So Gasly climbs out of the car. He's had a torrid couple of years as the Frenchman. He won the GP2 championship, the Formula 2 championship a couple of years ago. Was very much the sort of next big thing. Then he got sent to Japan by Red Bull, who didn't fancy putting him up in the first team. Now he's in his, now he is leaping in with his mechanics, helmet on still. All the mechanics with their masks on as well as they celebrate. And look, everyone's a nice guy But Pierre Gasly, he's a really nice guy. I first met him, I don't know, a couple of years ago at an awards event. We were sat on a table together. He was still in Formula 2 at the time. He was just a nice, friendly, chatty guy.
Very relaxed guy. He's great. He's a guy that you like to see do well, and watching his struggles last year was really difficult, but seeing him recover like this is something no one expected. He doesn't know what to do with himself, jumping around, still punching the air. I wrote a column on him last week. Gasly, the recharge of Gasly from his Toro Rosso woes to this. I didn't expect this to come the next week. Wow, on the top step of the podium with a win. He has recovered in some style from being demoted by Red Bull.
And Jenny, and Charles Leclerc, who is great friends with Pierre Gasly, comes over and gives him an embrace. Leclerc, who I guess will have rather have seen no one else win the Grand Prix after that race. Jenny, all of the drivers coming to congratulate Pierre Gasly.
Do you know, I've got a tear in my eye right now because this is incredible for Pierre. He was shown footage from Antoine Hubert's accident on Friday night. The team didn't know how he'd take it because it was his best friend in the world who died in Spa last year. And